The following is a World-Class Bullshitters exclusive.
It's time, once again, for everybody to come aboard the O train! Yeah, I said the O train. This train's headed to Ollie's. Now, the O train's a lot like the Ho train, except instead of ladies of ill repute, we're gonna go look at what doesn't sell on store shelves. But before we do, hit that thumbs up button just to let me know that you enjoy this content. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss anything else. And if you like this channel, you're gonna love my graphic novels. There's only one place to check them out, stealingsolo.com. So we start today's trip at Ollie's with this year's perfect gift, the 7-disc Garth Brooks box set. Let's take a look at this wonderful discovery. We have 4, 5, 6, 7 albums, including a triple live, all of his iconic hits. This is a wonderful deal. How much is this? $2.99? What a deal! I love Ollie's. Now, I gotta put this thing down. I'm only gonna take one. I know these are in high demand. They only got a couple left, folks. But if you need something perfect for somebody you hate in your life, make sure you give them this Garth Brooks box set. No Chris Gaines included. So here's what you actually want to see, the toy section at Ollie's. And they got some stuff. We got model kits. We have the USS Missouri. We have a Spitfire Mark II. We have the crypto game, which is still here. And we also have a lot of this crap. So let's take a look at what's here on the shelves, like Storm Shadow and Holdo. I had to think about her name for a minute because it's been a while since I've thought about that purple-haired harpy. Now, the usual suspects are always here. Star Wars as far as the eye can see, and coming soon to Ollie's, The Mandalorian and Grogu, because clearly it's not going to sell at retail. Just like Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Yet they're jabronis. I don't want to call Grogu a jabroni. Is it a little mean? I honestly don't care. So let's go down the toy aisle proper. Well, the other one's properly disappointing. But we have McLovin, we have all kinds of construction gear, and Marvel Legends. There's Captain Carter, there's Lady Thor, there's Osha and May from the Acolyte. Sorry, I had to think about that name. Again, folks, I've been trying to wipe my memory of all the terrible Disney shows that I've had to watch over the last decade, but it's not working. They're just blending together, and I'm living in my own personal hell. But at least we're living in hell together, because we're at Ollie's, where all the good stuff, subjectively speaking, is cheap. Alright, next stop on this train trip is Ross Dress for Less. Let's come in hot and see what they got at Ross. The shelves are full, and what do we got here? Let's keep things in the past with the Avengers Endgame Titan Hero series from 2018. Awesome. Something that's not from 2018 is this FIFA World Cup Lego set. It's this year's model for only $129. 2,842 pieces. The FIFA World Cup trophy can be yours at Ross. I feel like this is part of a plan that's just not going to work because this Ross is in the hood. We got Barbie and Ken from Aliens from Toy Story. That's a sentence. And what else do we have here? Lego Botanicals, Lego cameras, Legos that don't do what they claim they can do. Like, what if whoever wins the World Cup gets that Lego set instead? It'd be cheap on FIFA's part, but it'd be a lot funnier, and then you could live stream them having to build the cup in their homeland. Yeah, the world already sucks. We're not going to have that happen too. Now, let's dig past this because we don't need more racks of clothing in this video. We need to see what's behind the racks of clothing, like the busy world of Richard Scarry, and we have Mr. Fix-It. I didn't realize Joe was a little wolf. We also have the Batman animated series Batwing. That's actually pretty cool. What else do we have back here? Star Wars toy. $8.99 for that piece of crap. No. We also have this little Mario balancing game, Underworld Plus. Okay. So let's try to escape this hellhole, and we get towards the end of our Ollie's journey, Ross Dress for Less, where we find Battle Cat. So I may or may not have picked up a He-Man Origins figure after watching the Masters of the Universe movie, and I could use Battle Cat, but I'm not going to jump in head first. However, I said no to Battle Cat. I said yes to Mae Young. Yes, I bought an action figure of a 95-year-old lady in a swimsuit because it's funny. Anyway, let's check out Frankenstein. See, this was a hard one to say no to because I really do love this movie. I own it on 4K, and I wanted to get the colorized version, the African-American version of Frankenstein, but I just didn't bite. However, I did pick up Superman for $3. Man, if Superman's $3 at Ross Dress for Less, what's Supergirl going to be next year? Also, too, we have something from Avengers Infinity War. This is from 2018. Endgame's 2019. I just can't get away from all this old Disney stuff. I wonder what we're going to pull out next. Something from The Amazing Spider-Man? You laugh, but that's entirely possible. Practicing impulse control, not buying candy. But I gotta check out these toys down here because they have the McFarlane Marvel Beast statue. Those were good ideas, right? What else is down here? Ah, Masters of the Universe. Ew, Revelations. Alright, next stop is Target. And we have the Mandalorian and Grogu section right here. Looking okay. Looks like it was picked over, right? Like everybody bought all those Grogu dolls? No, somebody bought a Grogu doll. Cool. A Grogu doll sold. So let's look at the action figures from this movie. We have, wow, they brought back this Mandalorian from season 1 because clearly everyone was going to jump on the bandwagon and get all the figures. Like, hey, let's sell him a Stormtrooper with a different colored shin. That'll work. No, it did not. But here's the biggest shit kicker. The Sigourney Weaver action figure with the constipated look. This is the rare exclusive. She's smug on the back, constipated in the box. Well, not... You know what I'm trying to get at. Let's get away from the toys at Target and check out something that was really sad. This. If you're a grown man and this sign pisses you off, good. Don't scalp. Period. Pokemon cards, toys, it doesn't matter. One per customer. It's not here to make you money. Alright, it looks like we're pulling into a different station, one we never visit. The local Regal movie theater, where they had tons, and I mean tons, of these Mandalorian and Grogu popcorn buckets. Because $40 for a popcorn bucket that holds a cup of popcorn, and I mean 1 cup, is not worth it. So, all of these wonderful Mandalorians are just here in a row. They also had this plush throw because the air conditioning's so cold you gotta have a fucking blanket to take into a movie. Like, I get that Regal's trying to make a buck, but come on. Here we are, next stop, Ollie's again. Different location where we're going to learn how to draw DC superheroes and villains. Oh wait, I'm already ahead in that chapter. Let's move on to the books themselves. What do we got here on the mystery wall? Graphic novels, like Call of Duty. Okay, cool. Said no one ever. That's why it's at Ollie's. But they also have the Guinness Book of World Records. Maybe one day I'll be in there. For the classiest of all bullshitters. Ooh, the Platinum Collection. Avengers Assemble. Those 3 heroes on the cover. The Brave and the Bold. Those 5 heroes on the cover. Ray's Survival Guide. One of these things. And also the Disney Never graphic novels. Okay. You know what I'm going to say. Tell me down in the comments what I'm going to say. Ooh, Return of the Jedi. What do we got here? So we got Luke. $3. Okay, so somebody just photoshopped movie stills. That is bullshit. Let's peruse through the mountain of BS. We have Batman. And now we have the toys. Now this Ollie's has been trying to get rid of the toys to get me to leave. But we have all these Ninja Turtle cars. And we have Shredder and his little, what is that, Shell Rider the Driller. Hang out with Shredder while he drills. Ooh, the Phantom Space Ranger. Weren't collectors after this for like a hot second? And now there's just a lot of them at Ollie's. The Phantom Ranger met Riva and May and Osha and Holdo. Does Ahsoka belong in this category? Let me know down in the comments below. We already passed Eternally on store shelves, and there's Marge Simpson, or Midge, as Mo would call her. What's Mo's last name? That is trivia in the question. That's the trivia question in the chat below. Ooh, Metal Figs, Diecast, King Kong, Shimo, Scar King. Ooh, he needs some skin. More milk. And Ahsoka. Ooh, Belushi too. The Albanian Oak. Look at the detail on that. Not much at all. Like I said, this store is just actively trying to get rid of all of its collectibles and toys. And you'll see random crap in this aisle nowadays. But you'll also find some rare exclusives that aren't supposed to be at Ollie's, like this. Marvel Comics presents Hasbro Pulse. At one point that was supposed to be for Hasbro Pulse and those collector channels and not discount retail. This was originally a premium figure, and now it's just Ollie's fodder. Do you feel silly for paying full price? Our final stop on the journey is Ross. And what do we have here? The Rocket Raccoon McFarlane Marvel statue. This thing's pretty hefty, too, with art based on the Scotty Young cover. Rocket is missing a hand. Oh, no. This is the rare Empire Strikes Back variant that you can mix and match with your Luke Skywalker figure for all your lightsaber smashing fun. Maybe he's not missing a hand. Maybe it's just attached to the gun. I don't care. I don't care about a lot of the toys you see on here. Ooh! Beavis from Beavis and Butthead. I do love this show. Let's see. Hand-painted, collectible, affordable price. Let's see what it costs.
The fuck?
Yeah, I wasn't spending $20 for a statue, a bobblehead. I got a talking Beavis doll for $15. That's way cooler. You can also get Leatherface in his Pretty Woman gear. Again, same price, probably. Yeah, I just got a Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy, even though I own it on disc. Long story, we'll tell it another time. Maybe over on Patreon. So Transformers are starting to pop up again, and it's here next to Masters of the Universe. $8.99 for this clearance. Well, it is from the Netflix show, so that's why no one likes it. Oh well, they can't all be winners like the He-Man movie. So, let's see, we got Lightyear for a whopping $4.99. I swear it's like $2 somewhere else. Just penny it out. Give it to some kid who doesn't know the difference between this Buzz Lightyear and the Buzz Lightyear from the real movie, and call it a day. Ooh, it's Iceman with tiny arms. I'm not even trying to be intentionally funny. I don't know what to say. It's a statue of a plastic man who's supposed to look like a man made of ice. And over here we have Blade. All right, now this is pretty cool. Blade's a cool character. I like the movie. Only read a handful of comic books. Was first introduced to him in the cartoon. And for some reason, $15 was just not happening today. I don't know. If it was Spider-Man, I'd a bit. Oh, I see Spider-Man. See Spider-Man again. How old is this? Ooh, an alien bobblehead. Let's dig back here. We find more Ninja Turtles. Anybody collecting this series from NECA? I have the basic Turtles, Shredder, a Foot Soldier, Krang, and somebody else. Speaking of Turtles, who do we have here? We have, I did not film the nameplate. So we'll never know which Turtle Punk this is. Was that Punk Michelangelo? Yes, it is. I know my colors. I know my Sean Penn movies. What else do we have back here? More Superman, more Xenomorph, more crap that I'm not gonna buy. So folks, thank you for joining me on another trip through Ollie's, Ross, and all the other retailers of toys that haven't sold or will not sell in the future. Honestly, it's just fun to go and look and see what's on store shelves and make videos like this. So if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button to let me know that you did. It makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside, but it also helps push the channel to the top of the algorithm, which we definitely need. So hit this video with a thumbs up, hype the video, do whatever you gotta do. Just show YouTube that it's world class. And if you want to show the world that you're world class, the best way to do it is flex some muscle, some intellectual muscle. Why don't you go pick up a copy of Stealing Solo, The Power of the Farce if you haven't read the original. I got a bundle pack right now for you too. And we're offering free shipping on all domestic orders over $50. We ship daily and the books are sold through Shopify. So you know you're going to get their safety, security, and all the other perks of using a big company like that. Plus, I wrote and drew it, so you know it's going to be the best thing since sliced bread. But folks, I'm going to get out of here. I'll be back next time with more. Until then, be smart, be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other. Stealing Solo asks the greatest what-if question of all time. What if a group of disgruntled Star Wars fans kidnap Harrison Ford and force him to remake Star Wars in their basement? And what if I told you there's a sequel? Yes, finally. The thing you've all been asking for is here. Stealing Solo 2, The Power of the Farce. This time it's personal, as the kidnappers become the kidnapped, trapped inside of a nightmare delusion of one Mark Hamill, hell-bent on restoring his legacy he lost at the hands of Disney. So folks, if you love Stealing Solo 1, if you love to stick it to entertainment, Stealing Solo 2 is the perfect chance to do that. Act now. Don't wait till the video is over. Act right now. Go to stealingsolo.com, check out the brand new overhauled website, and get yourself a copy of the sequel to the greatest Star Wars parody since Spaceballs.